morning, E-Dirt. Hollywood Hills here, poolside, chilling after a tough, long weekend. I hope you guys had a great one as well, because it is now the final push towards the end of the year. We are wrapping up shop super early. Whatever you guys did this weekend, I hope it was a rip. Me and the beautiful Kerry, we went down to Cape Town. We did our triathlon. We've been building up to that. We've got a couple more coming down the pipe. And yeah, it was a tough one. We've also been testing out some of the products from HH54. And they kept us going the whole way through it. It was a freezing cold Cape Town down there, and those guys are mad. If they think I'm ever going to go down there and jump into that water again, they got another thing coming. But thanks to Herbalife, they got us running the whole way through it. We've been testing these products on the bike, swim, and run, and yeah, it's working out. So cheers, Herbalife. Thanks for you. Why I'm mentioning it, by the way, of course, we know that Herbalife have come on board as part of sponsorship for the Blue Crew Yamaha squad, and we're helping them with a bit of promotion and testing of their products. So cheers to you guys. Tasty. Right, with that innocuous blag out the way, what's coming up? Right, so we're coming towards the end of this month, which means we're heading up to Lesotho. A double header, double banger, final 2 rounds of the Liquorland National Enduro Championship, which is just huge, because that means we're around about a month away from heading up to Lesotho for the Roof of Africa, and there's still plenty to play for in this championship. Double T looks like he's got one hand on the trophy as far as his series goes. Wade's going to be back into the mix, full fitness. That's Wade Young. Flanny also going to be back on point after something like 7 weeks off the bike with his spaghetti ankle. So good to have everyone back on point, and all the key players will be arriving up there. That's coming up this weekend. Straight after that, we roll over shop into the beginning of the next month, which is essentially the wrap up of the series, because it's so early this year. It really truly is. So next month, first racing weekend of the month, we'll go to GXCC, their final round. It's going to be Bronkhorstspruit, or the Bronkhorstspruit area, Peter Hall's farm. So an area that we started the GXCC series with beginning of last year. It's going to be tight racing. It's going to be awesome, as always, with the GXCCs. And I've got a little surprise for you guys. We've been talking about it on social media. Everyone's going to be asking me the questions. Well, now I can answer that. So Polysport came to the party. They hooked us up with some nice plastics. I just went to Bandit Signs and picked up some decals, and we're going to be factory fresh. So what I'm going to be doing is lining up with you guys in the WOW class, and that is going to be the first gate of the WOW class. So we'll send out all the big bangers. I'll line up with you guys. I've got a challenge that's been thrown out by a couple of guys. I've got to get a hole shot. I've got to win 1 lap, and I'm going to park it and get back on the mic. So it's a fun thing that I'm going to do to wrap up shop for the GXCC series, and a lot of people have come to the party. I've got to say thank you to Polysports, Bandit Signs, as well as Thor MX Kits and Vans Racing have been spraying me a helmet. So hopefully that thing's going to be rolling out, and I'm going to look factory fresh. And I got to pull that hole shot and try and pin that lap. So if you're going to be joining us, wave a flag for me. Don't throw anything at me. I'm just out there trying to promote the sport and trying to have some fun at the same time. It's been a while since I've thrown a leg, I've got to tell you that right now, so it's going to be interesting to see what I can do. Big thanks to Cameron Becker, the guy from Basefit EMD and QCon, for lending me his spare 350. So I'll try and not hurt her too bad, but it's going to be fun to get onto the KTM once again and have a bit of a rip. So that's the first racing weekend of next month. Straight after that, it's the Little MP. Straight after that, it's a little bit of a gap, and then at the end of next month, we start talking about wrapping up shop for the National Off-Roads. They had a huge gap, something like 2.5 months since they raced at Harrismith. We know that the overall championship is wrapped up on the bikes by Ross Branch. He nailed that down at Harrismith. Same story for Hannes Simon on the quads. He nailed that down at the previous round. But all the rest of the championships are still up for grabs, so it's going to be fun to see what happens at the final round. So that's at the end of next month, pretty much a month from today, at the Atlas Copco Gold 450, where once again the bikes, quads and cars will be in the mix together. Then we roll straight over into the next month. That makes us arrive into what is pretty much the wrap-up shop month for motorsport. That's November. First racing weekend is going to be the final round of FJX. I'll be up there with the guys in Middelburg, bringing all the action. Really hope you guys can make it up there. If you're not going to the roof, definitely come up and make that your last event of the year, because it is super duper. They've absolutely dialed in that track. It's an enduro cross format, so bar to bar, elbow to elbow racing, but an extremely raceable track as well. Not skinny like some of the other enduro cross tracks out there, but definitely wide enough you can make some passes. You can get wild out there if you want to, and it's fun for the juniors, the seniors. They've got I think they've got intermediate and novice categories running on that day as well, so you don't have to be a pro, and there are some chicken lines if you don't want to go up and over some of the wild obstacles. So I hope you guys will be out there with us. But right now, this is Hollywood Hills getting ready for summer. That's right, the pool is, I have jumped in it by the way, it's not too bad, and hopefully you guys got a little bit of rain last night in the storms as well. So summer is definitely here. Motorsport is wrapping up shop extremely early this year, so we are now talking about the final round of off-roads, the final round of enduros, the final round of FJX, and the final round of GXCC. Those are all the big tours that I cover. Of course, Impy have got their little event, but that's pretty much just a build-up to get the guys practicing and stay loose before they go up to roof. And then we'll talk once again next year about me going back up to the big Impy, and that's once again going to be running in the middle of the season, around about June, July time. Also guys, with the end of the season coming up, remember all the 2018 bikes are starting to arrive. The guys up at Vans Husqvarna in Middelburg, they've got a cool deal with the 2018 Huskies where you get a free set of race kits, so that's going to help you guys out. And then if you are looking to keep your bike running nice, Motul and Metzler specials running over at our brothers in Centurion at EMD, so go check them out. Right now, I've got to get some training done. I'm still recovering from the triathlon this weekend, but I'm going to go and try and burn some laps with Cam and the boys, and I'll see you guys out at GXCC. If I don't make it up to Lesotho for this weekend's doubleheader, we'll see you guys around the bend.